Welcome everyone to the technical forum at the Hydrogen Fuel Cells and Batteries Group exhibit. Please grab a seat and enjoy a drink while we listen to a presentation on the novel power electronics for distributed generation and energy storage applications. Today we have Rhonda Staudt, who's the managing member of Combined Energies, and let's give her a warm welcome.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here today. My name's Rhonda Staudt, as she said. I'm with Combined Energies. We're a product development and manufacturing startup company. We're located in upstate New York, specifically in the Albany area. We're focused on providing power electronics for clean technology market. Our company was formed in 2011, and the founders at the time were pursuing residential fuel cells. So lacking investment in the U.S. market, the company decided to focus on power electronics because based on our learnings in the fuel cell industry, power electronics were a weakness. Recently, we've expanded our interest to not just look at fuel cells, but also to include renewables such as wind and solar, and energy storage and fuel cell range extenders. Last year, we were granted our first patent. Sorry. Helps if you flip the slide. We were granted our first patent for our high boost converter. It's also bidirectional, and we were recently granted a continuation in part that claims our high boost converter with multiple DC inputs, and we've also filed for the same patent in Europe. I'm happy to say that recently we've had some good news for our company. As I said, we're a small startup, so we rely on a little bit of government funding. We recently received a $500,000 award from the New York State Energy Research and Development Authority, and that will help us fund our next design iteration on our DC to DC converter product. In February, we also received funding to be able to come here to Hanover because Europe is so much, we feel, further than the U.S. in deployment of renewables and fuel cells. And so this is an important trade show for us. And then in January, we joined a clean energy incubator in New York, so now we have access to all kinds of business development funding. So about our product, we call it the Marathon Long Run. And our motivation here was to provide power electronics that more efficiently and cost effectively convert variable low voltage. So in the diagram, what we're showing is the area of voltage recovery that is not available based on current power converters. So in a fuel cell, as a fuel cell degrades over time, you reach a limit where your inverter or converter will no longer operate. And so you're missing these gray areas where you can't recover the energy. So our converter and our patent around it allow you to go down to virtually 0 volts. I mean, as long as you have something, we'll be able to boost it up to 10 times. We think that this is great for the market because you'll be able to increase the return on investment, and you'll also be able to continue to reduce greenhouse gas emissions over what's commercially available today. We also think that based on our knowledge of solar, wind, batteries, that all those technologies suffer this same type of degradation and need to be able to run on converters at low voltage. So we believe that in the industry, solar, wind, fuel cells, along with, when combined with batteries, will be able to have more efficient and operate longer lifetimes. So that would enable remote power, residential power, grid power, telecommunications. We're looking at how do we interface to an electrolyzer, and then, of course, the vehicle market, which would be really big for us. So what our solution is a single board design that's 10 kilowatts. You'll be able to put those into, as large as 30 to 50 kilowatt units. We'll package them however the customer wants. It's 10 to 1 boost ratio. At low voltages down to 10 volts, we've demonstrated efficiencies that are over 90%. We don't have, because we have the high efficiency, we don't require active cooling. Many of the converters on the market today are liquid cooled. So we believe this simplifies the system design. And we have demonstrated bidirectionality, so you can get the design in single direction or dual direction if you want to do battery charging. And we also, because we have transformers in our design, we provide grid isolation through the transformers. Okay, so a little bit about our recent award. The award is for $500,000. It's a 50% cost share that our company provides. And we're under contract to deliver a DC to DC converter, and we're looking at 3 different potential customers who have joined us on this program. We have a contract house that we use in Rochester, New York, named Vantion Electronic Design. And we have 3 design or project partners representing customers, and we're working with Sunfire. They're doing solid oxide fuel cells. They have remote applications as well as electrolysis, so that's really good that we get the experience from both of those product lines. We're working with a small company in Potsdam, New York, called Ducted Turbines International, so they'll represent our renewables market, and they have a small wind turbine. And then we have a fuel cell range extender company that I can't say their name, but they're looking at fuel cells for range extenders, not to drive the train, but to operate between the battery and the bus. So that company is asking for 30 kilowatts, so they're the biggest one so far. So we'll do customized packaging based on each of these applications, and the design will be available for those customers to test in late 2018. So that was quick, and that's all I have. Any questions?
Do we have any questions from the audience at this point? All right, well, short but sweet. I liked it.
Yay.
So again, that was a presentation from Combined Energies. If you do end up thinking of any questions, I'm sure you can drop by and ask Rhonda Staudt anything you'd like to know. And she is at booth E71/1.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So in just a few minutes, we will have another presentation on rolling out fuel cell micro cogeneration in Europe. So if you'd like to stick around, that will be on at 1 o'clock. Thanks so much.